Welcome back, thrill seekers. This is part one of working on a flag that's a symbol for freedom. And let's see. The plan here is the rest of the tracks to be completely instrumental to wrap up the album soon. I have three more to go, and I'm tempted to do something. There's like a hybrid you could do, which is easier with smooth jazz music, as I've mentioned in other videos. If you've been watching any of these from this album, and that would be to just have a couple lines, literally like one line, you know, we escaped, you know, see, the reason I'm hesitating is there's this whole BS about no kings and people, painting our current president as a king, right? Being tyrannical and all that. But if he was, he himself even says, if he were really a king, he'd be quashing these protests and there'd be so much, you know, power being, like a lot of things that he can't do, he would be exercising what a monarch can do. But he isn't. But anyway, so I was hesitating because the line could be something like, "We escaped a tyrannical kingdom, and now we have a flag that's a symbol for freedom. We escaped a tyrannical kingdom for a flag that's a symbol for freedom. A flag that's a symbol for freedom. To escape a tyrannical kingdom, we have a flag that's a symbol for freedom. A flag that's a symbol for freedom. A flag that's a symbol for freedom. A flag that's a symbol for freedom," and that's the end of it. We could try it. If it doesn't work, then we do an instrumental. uh, I'm going to bring you back with a Microsoft Word file. I realized this was stopped. Oh, that's right. I was going to bring you back for this. So here it is, a flag that's a symbol for freedom. Now, what's interesting is I first said it, and then I realized probably won't capitalize these, just the word "uh." So then I said, book title, a flag that's a symbol for freedom, and it actually here. Let's see if I can undo it. Yeah, there it is. So it's an AI outfit here. The downside is they have records of everything I'm saying, which sometimes gets into some real weird, wild spiritual stuff or heartfelt, things that I rather keep private. But the company has it all. That's the downside. The upside is it can do things like this. Now, when I said a flag that's a symbol for freedom, and then I said book title, a flag that's a symbol of freedom. My guess is, since it was within the same prompt, I didn't let go of the keys to have it print it, right? It probably changed this to capital letters, taking a cue from what I did here because it was within the same prompt. And I'll show you how wild that is. I'll do it, in fact, and I'll stutter with some of it. We freed ourselves for, from a tyrannical kingdom and now have a flag that's a symbol for freedom. Ellipsis. We escaped a tyrannical kingdom and now have our flag. That's a symbol for freedom. Ellipsis. A symbol for freedom. Ellipsis. A symbol for freedom. Ellipsis. We now have a flag. We have a flag that's a symbol for freedom. Ellipsis. Okay, I didn't really stumble there to show you how that worked because I was too concentrating on getting this done. So we freed ourselves from a tyrant. Freed ourselves. From a tyrannical kingdom. Many moons ago. See, now I'm thinking I've got to start with something else, though. Many moons ago. Across a pond with a goat. Go does not rhyme with goat. With a dude named Margot. Let's see. I am going to use ChatGPT to find out what year did people start coming to America, to this land? I'll bring you back. Well, this is very interesting. Something I didn't know. 1607. Okay. Now, the Virginia Company established Jamestown in Virginia. It was the first permanent English settlement. I did not know that. Now, this is also interesting. 1587, but the journey of 104 Englishmen and boys to Chesapeake Bay in 1607 marked the beginning of the lasting presence. Also, and I knew that the original reason, the people came here, or part of it was to expand the British Empire. It wasn't originally an escape haven, economic to build trade, right? Now there's also religious persecution, but it's interesting how it was really the 1630s. And that's when they were escaping tyranny. So this began escaping tyranny in approximately 1630. So that could be somewhat of a rhyme. Going back to our song here. See, I'm not supposed to spend any time at all on lyrics and just do instrumentals and wrap up this sucker. But I've changed my mind, I guess. And approximately... Yeah, okay. Tyranny is good because we're saying tyrannical here. Yeah, so... In approximately 1630... Tyrannies. We could say that they are from the Pyrenees. I just wanted to rhyme. They could say tyrannies, the tyranny of the King George, and then tyranny of the religious persecution. Tyrannies. 1630s. So in about 1630. And approximately 1630. You don't want to say that in a song. It doesn't sound very poetic to say in about or approximately. You could say circa. No, that would be even stupider. So we could just say in 1630 and fudge it a little bit. So in 1630, one fine day in 1630, a group decided to escape tyranny. and make their way across the ocean. One fine day in 1630, a group decided to escape tyranny. They made their way across the ocean. I didn't do the ellipsis thing. At least I have a period here. Could say period every time in the new line, then just add 2 dots, and then it'll capitalize. Just realized I could do that. They made their way across the ocean. So that in their beds they could make some motion. I always like to be silly every so often. Motion of the ocean. They made their way across the ocean. A flag. So, okay, so one fine day in 1630, the group decided to escape tyranny. They made their way across the ocean. With plenty of tissue and plenty of lotion. Right. With the young lads taking plenty of tissue. God. Right on. All right. So yes, you guys are going to have to put up with S like that occasionally. Made their way across the ocean. Devotion. So that with thoughts of freedom of devotion. With thoughts of freedom of devotion. And that could be devotion to each other, to freedom. It could be religion. Freedom of devotion. That works really well. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. And now this is actually turning into kind of a cool song. And now, we raise a flag. We raise our flag. We raise our flag. As a symbol for freedom, ellipsis. New line. We raise our flag. Oh, it capitalized. It's a. We've changed the name of the song too. And see, this is really one of those cool moments to have this recorded. This is kind of an interesting, unique little video where we actually changed the trajectory from starting this video to do this as an instrumental to making maybe what will be one of the cooler songs on the album, which would be Wild. We're going to try to really keep this simple, dude, still. We raise our flag. We raised our flag as a symbol for freedom. We raise our flag as a symbol for freedom. That works really well. I just got like a flash thought of being at my favorite casino up north here in Oklahoma called Choctaw, and I'd really love to go back. It's really that's not only TMI, but a dog leg from like our thought process here. But I thought I'd throw that out because I just got this mental image picture of this wonderful being at. I love like checking into that casino and then, taking my luggage and that beautiful the marble floor, which is really easy on the luggage wheels, and I'm going toward going toward the elevator to put my bag in the room and start off my party trip, but whatever. It's just a really cool good TMI. All right, let's go back to this. I don't mind going a little off the beaten path occasionally. Oh, didn't I save that? I was just saving it. Oh, document. I never saved it. Oh gosh. So this is a symbol for freedom. It's fine. How about we just do this? Boom. Raise our flag. A symbol for freedom. How about this is the end of the song? Ready? A symbol for freedom, period. New line, a symbol for freedom, period. New line. We raise our flag, period. New line, as a symbol of freedom, period. New line. Our symbol for freedom, period. New line. Our symbol for freedom, period. New line. We raise our flag, period. New line. Our symbol for freedom, ellipsis. Now let's see if I can if this works. Boy, a new way of doing this is great. That is the end of the song. That's it. That's all, this ended up being a lot quicker than before. We need to have a musical, instrumental music break. All right, that's it. Now I just got to sing it. Yeah. How about our symbol for freedom? Ooh. Fine. Fine. As a friend of mine used to say, fine. I remember when she didn't have a car and I had a car. This was back, what year would this have been? Maybe around 2000. So she had just turned, I think, 18 and moved out to LA. And we weren't girlfriend, boyfriend at all. But she was fun to be around. She was very funny. Had a good sense of humor, and she liked my vibe, and we did get along, but just didn't get along that way. Kind of unfortunate. She would have made a girlfriend, but it wasn't my type. Let's put it that way. But she was awesome. And then one of the things is when I had a car, she'd go car, car, car. It was very funny, and you just kind of had to be there and be part of the whole. It was her way of kind of going, boy, that'd be nice to have a car. It's like, oh, car, car. But she wasn't saying it to be mean to me. It was fun. And then also I took her to her first restaurant that had actual like cloth napkins. And it was just so wild that was a thing that was really special to her. I guess she had come from maybe a small town and all they used were paper napkins. All the places she had gone to. That's my guess. And I thought that was wild. Like cloth napkins and silverware. And that was a thing, That was very fun. That's like wild, so innocent. And she ended up being a really good singer. And I found her on Facebook, and she's still singing. She's still like singing. I don't know. She didn't end up doing that for a living, I don't think. But she ended up belting out like she's a really good singer. I remember she would sing in the hallways of her apartment building and for the Echo. And I remember like, wow, really good singer. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and, speaking of which, I'm going to very, very, you're going to hear me laugh at my bad singing when I'm playing it back. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back. Here we are. I have changed the file name to Our Symbol for Freedom, and I turned the microphone down so the singing won't blast the recorder. Remind me to bring the volume back up when I'm done with it. Fine day in 1630. Well, why not? One fine day in 1630. In 1630, A group decided to escape tyranny. They made their way across the ocean with thoughts of freedom, of devotion, with thoughts of freedom, of devotion, with thoughts of freedom, with thoughts of freedom, of devotion, devotion. We'll put that one in the middle, and I'm going to create 3 of those. Good. So I know, yeah, I'm going to use the last one in the middle. We freed. I didn't mean to do that. Looks good, though. I just wanted to record. Huh? Okay. We freed ourselves from a tyrant, from a tyrannical king, from a tyrannical kingdom. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. We freed ourselves. I'm just trying to figure out some kind of nice noteness. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. We freed ourselves. Okay, I'll try that. We freed ours. We freed. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. We freed ourselves from a tyrannical kingdom. And I may use that one first and the earlier one second. Yeah. We raised our flag. We raised our flag. We raised our flag. Flag. As a symbol for freedom. We raise our flag. Now I'll do it again. We raised our flag as a symbol for freedom. As a symbol for freedom. Freedom. Dumb. Speaking of dumb. Freedom. Dumb. Well, maybe we'll use that. Maybe we'll use the one I did before. Okay. Let's go from there. Let's do the editing now up to that point. We'll do editing up to that point. And then we'll go in here. So what I'll do is this. So I know where I'm going to be coming back in. Okay, let's do some editing, folks. Oh, we only have 5 minutes. We don't have much time left. I like to edit backwards. It tends to go a little quicker because usually it's the final, Freedom. I laughed again. I was laughing now too because it was funny. freedom. That's excellent for what for the AI. Freedom. Freedom. Actually, I like that better for what we need. Freedom. Free. Let's see. Freedom. First freedom. 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 Really close. Freedom. Freedom. That's close enough. Free. Let's isolate this. This is the only part I need to work on. Free. It's going, but we need it to be like this. Perfect. Freedom. That's still better than. We don't want that. Freedom. Nah, this is good. For freedom. Freedom. For freedom. Excellent. As a symbol. As a symbol. As a symbol. As a symbol for. As a symbol for freedom. As a symbol for freedom. As a symbol. As a symbol for freedom. We could even go as a symbol. As a symbol. As a symbol. I mean, if we're going to have the AI do something a little like as a symbol. As a symbol. Better. A symbol. Symbol. That's perfect. As a. Okay. Well, maybe we'll use that. Maybe we'll use the one I did. As a symbol for free. As a symbol for free. Like that could work, but as a symbol. But there, it's making more of a statement. Symbol for freedom. As a symbol for free. As a That's too high. As a symbol for. As a symbol. As a symbol. As a symbol. Perfect. For free. That's good. As a symbol for. As a symbol for. As a symbol for. We raised our flag. Close enough. I'll do it again. We raise the symbol for freedom. Okay, that's the end of this video. I'll catch you on part 2. Thanks for watching.